Big Shot, episode 7. Um, we're about 3 more episodes away from the finale of this season, and I liked this episode quite a bit because I think I think it did a lot character wise that I won't, and I really liked what they did with one girl and her home life, and this one girl guy he likes. Because in a typical show, they would usually play it very differently. Um, and I like what they did here, saying like she just wasn't ready for it. I like that kind of subplot in this episode, but where this episode falters for me was the party thing. Like it's such a trope in like all these kind of shows that that the teenage character throws a party, dad's not home, parents not home, whatever, and then and then they screw up and there's a mess and then they get caught and then there's a fight and then they make up and it's like how many times are you going to do that, right? And the nice thing about this show is it deals with a lot of those kind of tropes that you would see in these kind of shows, but it differs from them enough that it's at least interesting. But this is the one time where they didn't do that and it felt very generic and played out. It just was not that interesting overall, and it was just kind of like, whatever. It was just kind of a terrible episode part a terrible part of the episode, if you ask me, because I mean it's not like it's completely horrible or anything, but it's because of how played out that trope is that it just is no longer interesting, and we need to stop with that trope now. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna give this episode like a low C. It's closer to a D, honestly, but I think there's enough good in the episode character wise that it makes up for the generic kind of subplot there.